lives of children who have defied medical and scientific norms. Their journeys, marked by rare anomalies and impossible prognoses, reveal a profound truth. The human spirit's capacity for resilience is limitless. Prepare to be inspired. Number 10. Tio Satrio, the master of ingenuity. Tio Satrio, originally from the village of Penawangan, West Java, Indonesia, is a young boy born without arms or legs. His life is a brilliant testament to human adaptability and boundless optimism that transcends his physical limitations. Tio's mother, Mimi, transformed the initial shock of his birth into an unwavering devotion, committing to fostering his autonomy. Tio has developed remarkable ingenuity, performing essential daily tasks like writing, eating, and unwrapping snacks using exclusively his chin, mouth, and shoulders. This dexterity, achieved without the conventional use of limbs, demonstrates astonishing neuromotor retraining and coordination. Beyond his physical prowess, Tio's intelligence is clearly evident in his studies. He is an exceptional student, particularly gifted in mathematics, easily solving problems at the CM1 level, multiplication and division, often surpassing his peers. This cognitive success parallels his passion for video games. Tio is an avid gamer who has devised an extraordinary method for manipulating the PlayStation controller. Using his chin and shoulders to master complex commands, he plays daily, frequently defeating his friends. Schooled at SLB Furdus, a school for special needs, Tio is extremely popular, celebrated for his positivity and contagious laugh. His story is more than mere survival. It is living proof that creativity, intelligence, and an unwavering attitude can transform a perceived disability into a dazzling display of human potential. Tio Satrio's resilience proclaims that the only true limits are those of the mind alone. Number 9. Mahendra Ahur, the brief victory, standing tall. Mahendra Ahur, born in India in 2003, suffered from an extremely rare and severe form of congenital myopathy, a muscle atrophy disorder. This condition rendered his neck muscles unable to support the weight of his head, which, by the age of 12, had slumped at an angle of nearly 180 degrees onto his chest. Every vital function, eating, breathing, moving, had become an exhausting and painful effort, leading to stunted growth and chronic suffering. His parents, impoverished day laborers, visited over 50 hospitals across India, but the medical verdict was unanimous. Any attempt to surgically correct his spinal column was likely to be fatal. Despair was profound. Hope came from 7,000 kilometers away, in the person of Julie Jones, a mother from Liverpool. Moved by Mahendra's story, she launched a crowdfunding campaign that quickly raised approximately £12,000, 9 lakhs, a sum sufficient for the high-risk operation that local charities had refused. In May 2016, Dr. Raja Gopalan Krishnan performed a 10-hour surgery in New Delhi, removing the degenerated discs, inserting a bone graft from his pelvis, and securing his spine with a titanium plate. Mahendra was able to lift his head and look at the world for the first time. Within 2 weeks, he was sitting up, devouring his school books. His mother testified, "For me, the sun rose when his head was lifted." Tragically, 8 months later, in November 2016, the 13-year-old adolescent passed away from a cardiopulmonary event likely linked to his underlying condition. Nevertheless, he experienced a few months of upright life, playing with friends and dreaming of opening a small shop, leaving behind a powerful legacy of generosity and courage. Number 8. Grayson Cole, Smith, the epitome of the fighter. Grayson Cole. Smith, born in Alabama in 2013, defied all medical expectations by coming into the world with 22 rare congenital malformations. Doctors predicted he would survive only a few days. He was blind, deaf, had a heart defect, and missing parts of his skull and spine. His unique set of anomalies was named Grayson syndrome. However, Grayson proved to be a relentless fighter. He lived for more than 8 years, undergoing over 30 complex surgeries, including operations on his skull, spine, and heart. Miraculously, he recovered his sight, hearing, and even learned to speak. His simple joys included iPads, baseball, and football. When his appearance was mocked by a viral meme, his family transformed this negativity into a global awareness campaign, showing that Grayson was not a subject of pity, but a source of admiration. His smile was his trademark, illuminating every room. Grayson passed away in July 2021. His legacy endures, reminding us that the true measure of courage lies not in the length of life, but in the intensity of the light one shines during their existence. Number 7. Zion Harvey, the first double hand. Transplant in a child. Zion Harvey's life was radically transformed at the age of 2 by sepsis, which necessitated the amputation of his hands and feet. He also had to undergo a kidney transplant, donated by his mother. Despite these ordeals, Zion developed an unshakable determination. Without hands, he learned to write, eat, and play video games, and run thanks to prosthetics. In 2015, at the age of 8, he made history by becoming the first child in the world to receive a double hand transplant. A medical team of 40 people at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia performed this revolutionary 10-hour surgery. The success was immediate, his new hands regaining color within days. The following months were marked by intense therapy, during which Zion astonished the world. His brain, adapted to life without hands, effectively rewired itself to control the new limbs. He began wiggling his fingers, eating alone, tying his shoes, and throwing a baseball. His attitude was exemplary. "I'm still the same kid you knew, but now I have hands, and I can do everything better." He even had the privilege of throwing the first pitch at an MLB game, hugging his mother with the hands he never thought he would have. Zion's story is an ode to courage, second chances, and the invincible strength of childhood. Number 6. The Children of Agent Orange, a generational trauma. This section highlights the collective suffering of children born in Vietnam with severe malformations, a direct consequence of Agent Orange, the toxic herbicide used during the war. Decades after the conflict, children continued to be born with anomalies attributed to dioxin, the toxic compound in Agent Orange. The consequences are devastating: macrocephaly, abnormally large head, missing limbs, facial disfigurements, and developmental delays. These children are the silent victims of a war to which they are strangers. Their condition goes beyond the medical problem. It is a powerful symbol of intergenerational trauma and profound environmental injustice. Their existence recalls the ongoing heavy toll of armed conflicts and the urgent need for global recognition and humanitarian aid to address this toxic legacy affecting the most vulnerable. Number 5. Laya Woodard, Laya the Elastic and the Art of Inspiring Flexibility. Laya Woodard, affectionately nicknamed Laya the Elastic, is a virtuoso contortionist, a talented aerial artist, and an exceptional foot archer. Born in California in 2006, she demonstrated incredible body flexibility from a very young age. She joined Le Cirque, a humanitarian circus troupe, where she mastered several disciplines, including the rare feat of archery with her feet. At just 11 years old, she captivated a global audience with her artistic performance by appearing at the prestigious Nobel Peace Prize concert in Norway, an honor that speaks to her talent and her message. She has also appeared on high-profile television shows, establishing herself as a unique and unforgettable performer. In addition to her athletic and artistic prowess, Laya is an eloquent youth spokesperson for peace and tolerance. She uses her global platform to inspire young people, proving that talent, passion, and a profound sense of purpose can unite in the most impressive way, whether by bending into impossible poses or hitting a target with an arrow shot from her toes. Number 4. Yahya El-Jabali, the global bridge of compassion. Yahya El-Jabali, a young Moroccan boy from a village near Tangier, was born with an extremely rare congenital condition. His facial bones had not fused, leaving him without eyes, a nose, or a functional mouth, with incomplete parts of his skull and his brain covered only by skin. Moroccan doctors had declared his case hopeless. His life was confined to the home due to health risks. His fate changed thanks to Fatima Baraka, a Moroccan woman residing in Melbourne. Having seen his photo on Facebook, she was deeply moved and organized his trip to Australia. At the Royal Children's Hospital, Professor Tony Holmes and his team undertook a complex 18-hour reconstructive surgery. Despite the lack of medical records, the operation was a resounding success. Yahya received a nose, an upper jaw, and was able to speak. His story, internationally acclaimed, is a moving testament to the power of medical expertise and global compassion to transform a child's life, and it illustrates the resilience of the human spirit. Number 3. Joy and Joyce Magsino, craniopagus resilience. Joy and Joyce Magsino are craniopagus twins from the Philippines, born in 2008. They are joined at the head, a condition occurring in approximately 1 out of 2.5 million births. Doctors had predicted they would not survive past the age of 10. However, they survived and are thriving in adolescence. In July 2023, they graduated with honors from primary school, an emotional moment captured in a viral video shared by their sister. Despite the challenges of their condition, they lead active lives, interacting with peers and sharing content on TikTok, where they have amassed over 200,000 followers. They aspire to separation surgery for greater independence, but the procedure is extremely risky, and its cost is estimated at around $75,000. Their story, featured on global platforms, highlights their resilience, the strength of family support, and the indomitable spirit in the face of rare adversity. Number 2, Jackson Buell, Jackson Strong, and the challenge of microhydranencephaly. Jackson Buell was born in Florida in 2014 with a devastating neurological condition known as microhydranencephaly. This cerebral malformation was so severe that it resulted in the absence of approximately 80% of his brain and skull. Doctors, confronted with this anomaly, only gave him a few days to live. His parents, Brandon and Brittany Buell, made the courageous and heartbreaking decision to continue the pregnancy, inspired by their unwavering faith and unconditional love. Immediately nicknamed Jackson Strong, Jackson the Strong, his journey was shared on social media, creating a wave of global support. The world witnessed his progress, deemed impossible, his first smiles, his simple but profound interactions, and his efforts to lift his head. His story generated a massive support community, standing up against cynicism and despair. Defying all prognoses and the limits of science, Jackson lived for more than 5 years, inspiring millions of people worldwide with his quiet strength and resilience. He passed away peacefully in North Carolina in April 2020. Jackson Strong's legacy remains, an unfailing reminder of the power of the human spirit and unconditional love in the face of the most absolute adversity. Number 1, John Chris Carl Curante, the boy with over 300 teeth. John Chris Carl Curante, originally from the Philippines, became a global sensation due to his extreme case of hyperdontia, a rare condition that earned him the nickname, the boy with over 300 teeth. His mouth was crowded with hundreds of teeth, causing swelling, chronic pain, and making speaking and eating extremely difficult. At the age of 9, he underwent a first operation to remove over 40 teeth. Doctors estimated that at least 7 more interventions would be necessary to extract all the supernumerary teeth and correct his bite. Despite the considerable medical challenge, John Chris demonstrated remarkable resilience. He excels in his studies and nurtures the dream of becoming a civil engineer. Faced with such a rare condition, he remained confident, humble, and full of hope. His story is much more than a dental rarity. It is a testament to courage in the face of the impossible and the ability to find strength in adversity. His words summarize his indomitable spirit. Even if I am different, I want to make a difference. Number 11. Moment of the unexpected cases. Two infants face each other, united by a rare condition that disrupts their daily lives. Their gazes, full of innocence, seek a benchmark. Too fragile to understand absence, they do not yet know how to grasp their mother's breast, but they already carry a silent strength. These 10 stories are much more than medical cases. They bear witness to the indomitable human spirit. They remind us that within the struggle lies an extraordinary capacity for love and courage. The truth is not just shocking, it is profoundly inspiring.